to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Marvel Spider-Man Classic Suit 6 scale figure. Now this is easily one of my most anticipated figures of the year. Having Spider-Man like in his classic suit, this is easily one of my most interested, sought out figures. You know, I've been definitely looking forward to picking this one up. Now, of course, you know this is based on the Marvel Spider-Man video game, which I do have on PlayStation 4, because you actually get this suit as one of his skins in the game. This is a very awesome game too as well. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this, and I'm going to get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the packaging that contains the Hot Toys Marvel Spider-Man Classic Suit figure. This is how it looks. I like the image of him swinging right there too. It says Video Game Masterpiece 2 on it. There's also like images of the figures from the game right there itself on the side right here. Of course, you know they had that right there too as well. And it also has this too where it opens up like this door is like a magnet. I think that's cool. So you see how that looks. Yeah, when you open it, you can see like the figure inside. I'm already impressed with this. Now it says that writing your memoirs, don't forget the hyphen between Spider and Man. Because you know he said that. So I'm going to show this how it looks right now. So that's how it looks on the inside. See the figure with the accessories. Alright. Now this is the I don't normally show these when they be empty like this, but this is like the background thing that came with it. I see even has tape on it. Can't really show these when there's nothing on it, you know. And as usual, Hot Toys gives you the instruction manual for like their figures, which is also always very helpful. This is how this one looks. So you gotta be sure to check this. I know that's some cool things that he can do. This is how it looks. And this is a shot of how the figure looks in the, another shot, how it looks on the inside, as you can see. Then you get this right here too as well. This is like the wall diorama, which I must admit I wasn't too big on, but after watching like videos on it, I thought it did look cool, like when it's actually together. And it was like heavy too, I noticed. And as you can see, it has Scorpion up there too as well. Kind of wonder will we ever see him like in one of like the Spider-Man films. I'm sure they will. Alright, I want to move on to like the stand that comes with the figure. And this is kind of a different stand that I normally see for these kind of like Hot Toys type figures. As you can see, it has like the Marvel Spider-Man video game like logo right there, and has an image of the spider right there too. It even has like images of Spider-Man too around it. I think that's kind of cool. If you look closer, you can see various images of him on here, like in black and white. That's pretty cool. Now you have like this right here. This is something that's new to me that comes with the actual stand that you apparently we have to hook on this, I believe. And now this is kind of new to me. I think it slides on like this, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check the instructions. But yeah, this piece right here does attach to this right here. So that's something that's kind of new to me. And as usual, you get like your poles, because you get one that's short and one that's long. I think this is like the traditional size that we get, you know. But now they give you like another one that you could like hook on to this too as well. You can see right here that it will go right here, I believe. Like you can screw it on there. So I'm gonna assemble this together. Yeah, this is how you actually will assemble this. You will push this on, like press it down. Then you would take and I think you can do this however you want to too. Like I think you can put this in there, like if you just want it just to be Spider-Man, I think. But you can also put this in it too, like to give it some height, I believe. Because you can see right here that there's like an opening right there, so you can tell already that this way would like screw in like this. So as you can see, it would just screw on in. And this is if you want to give like the figure more height. As you can see how long it is too. Then it would just stick on him like this. So I think that's if I want Spider-Man to be way up in the air, because you know he has like the wall diorama too as well. Then of course you would just take this piece right as usual. Come familiar with these, because you know this has like a wire in it, so you can bend it whichever way you want and stuff. I do like these. I'm very familiar with these. But of course you would take this, you know, and just press it on here. You can also use like a screwdriver too for that, which I have been doing too. If you wanted to loosen it, you can actually loosen this up. Then you can like press it on down, then tighten it back up, because you know it has that screw up there. And now I'm finna bring the figure out itself. Yeah, I'm already impressed with this. This could be my figure of the year, of this year. No joke. Seems like something's kind of off by being in this base cycle in the game. As you can see, there he is. I'm already impressed with this. Spider-Man is my second all-time favorite comic book superhero. So yeah, I'm going to take all this off him too. I'm sure I'm about to cut the ones that's all around his hands. Kind of they be having that taped up and stuff in his feet. So yeah, I'm going to get on that. Oh, that's so cool. As you can see, there's the Hot Toys Marvel Spider-Man classic suit. So I'm going to measure him. Yep, he's 12 inches in height. So I'll do is talk about the likeness and articulation of the figure. So I'm going to get on that. Right now, I must admit, I am definitely excited about this particular piece too. Yeah, this is awesome. This is easily one of my top figures of the year. So as you can see, this is how it look. We have classic suit Spider-Man from Hot Toys too at that. I'm sure Sideshow would have had like a decent one too as well, like a classic suit type Spider-Man. But this is just simply amazing. I really already am impressed with this. This is so cool. Then you can see like his hands right there too as well. This is how his feet looks like underneath too. Now see Spider-Man head can turn like left, right. He can look up. He can look down too as well. Now I've been hearing like some people like not being like a fan of like the raised webbing like on his mask right there. I've been hearing about that. Because as you can see like on his suit right here, it's like it's sculpted into his suit. But when it gets to his mask, you know, it has like a raised webbing on it. You can tell it's actually like raised up, like it's not built into the suit. Whereas the suit, like it's like made into that. Like Spider-Man arms go up too like that. As you can see, he has ratcheted joints too, I believe, because he has that sound. Now, of course, you know, you can bend. He does have a bend in the elbow, but even how I done got familiar with like these Spider-Man type figures too. Because like those wrinkles, you know, you gotta be kind of careful with it. It seems like it'd be okay, but at times I do notice that he develops like creases and stuff, like in the suit, being like the kind of material it is. Oh, this is so cool though. I really am amazed with that. But yeah, he does have a bend like in the arms, even the legs too, as you can see. But like I said, you see how that bends. And that is naturally how a suit would bend too, you know. But after time, I do notice myself that looks like it gets kind of, you know, where you can see like creases and stuff that stay in the suit. And he does have like an ab crunch too as well, so you can kind of like bend them back and stuff too. Feet can turn, so looks like they're kind of tight too, probably because mine is like so new. I got this off Sideshow, by the way. And of course he does stand too as well. But yeah, this really is an amazing piece. I really do like this a lot. Being that this is my second all-time favorite superhero, comic book superhero. Got him in classic suit form too as well. That is truly awesome. Now I want to move on to the accessories that come with the Hot Toys Spider-Man figure. I'm going to do the hands, because you can see they come in this tray. So he has like, looks like it's 10 hands that's separate, but 12 all together, if you count the 2 that's on them. And as usual, you get like with the Spider-Man figures from Hot Toys. You get like the web shooters too, that you would put like around his wrist. Then up next you will get he has like a web shooting hand. That was for like his left hand too, by the way. Then he also has one for his right too as well. So you get like a left and right web shooting hands, which I think is still cool when they do that. When they do it like that, you get like each hand, well, one for each hand. Like you get a left and right hand for whatever kind of hand posture that it is. Then you have like a left and right, I guess, wall crawling type hands. Cause you get two of each, like I was saying, which I always thought was cool with these. You get a left and right pointing finger too as well, which I think is kind of cool, you know. He has like a pointing hand, pointing finger, left and right. So yeah, I think that's cool too. Then when it gets here, these look kind of different. You have like these hands right here. I don't know what these are. Oh, I think web swing hands. Yeah, I'm familiar with this hand. That's for like putting like the one where he swings, because it has like that hole in it. Actually, I think, yeah. Then he has this hand too as well. Then last he has a left and right fist too as well. Like punching fist, so we got Spider-Man punching. And you got the two hands that are already on him, so he has like a total of like 12 interchangeable hands. Then I'm gonna touch on like the pegs that you get to. Hot Toys give us like pegs, like in case you break them. Then up next you get like the webs, and I'm very familiar with these. These always come with the Hot Toys Marvel Spider-Man figures. Of course you get like the funnel type web here. So yeah, I'm very familiar with this. Then you get like the swinging web too. Cause this is the one that will go in that hand. Cause this is how I be putting mine in, like some of the poses I put them in. Sometimes I put them in this kind of web. Sometimes I do. Actually, most of the time. Then you get the actual these webs too as well. Like you get the which are cool. I still think are cool. You get like the blasting type webs, like he's shooting out webs. I think those are cool. Yeah, cause they always give you like two of these too as well. So yeah, I think that's awesome. That's one thing I think is cool about the webs too as well, is that you get, if you keep getting Spider-Man figures, you know, you will have a bunch of these, like a bunch of webs. Like if they broke or you lost them, you got like other ones you can go pull out, because they're the same webs. And here are like the straight type webs right here. And of course, you know, you can take these, and I think they can go inside the funnel one right here. You can put them right on in this one like that if you want to. Then you get this one other last web, which is like another swinging type web too as well, because it has like that posture in it. And of course, you know, these don't bend or anything. But I do have a bunch of these now. I have like 3 trays worth of these now, because I have like other Spider-Man figures. Another thing I'm going to talk about too is the actual web shooting hand too at first. So I'm just showing how you do this. You know, you take like your web hand, and you could barely even see it. Because like the other Spider-Man figures are like this too from Hot Toys, based on the Marvel Spider-Man game. What you do is like pull this piece out right here. I must admit you can barely really see it too. That's how they be though. This is off, that's how it would look. You can select the holes right there from where that piece came off. Then what you do is take like the web shooting hand, web shooting piece, and like hook it on. Of course, you know, we'll go right into them holes, this piece right here. Then of course, you know, once you have that assembled, and I must admit, it looks so seamless. You can't even tell that I had removed that. But I know the other ones be like that too. You could take whatever kind of web you want, you know, and then you just stick it on in here. The one thing that's cool about always getting these webs, as you can see, is if you ever broke it or anything like that or lose it, you know, you can have like a bunch of them. If you are collecting like the Marvel Spider-Man Hot Toys like figures, because we always get these same webs, which is cool, because now I have like a bunch of these. Like I said, I have like 3 trays of these like web accessories. So I think that's kind of cool. So if I ever lose one, the broke one, Here's like another one, you know. Then up next you get like the Spider-Man eyes. Now I must admit I don't really bother these too much, but here's like one where he's like squatting, like almost like they're like clothes. And of course you get like a left and right one, as you can see. Then he has two other ones too right here as well, which are like kind of, you know, you got a left and right one for each one. I'm glad they do it like that. I noticed you only get 4 for these, whereas some of the other ones have like more eyes. Then you get the cell phone too as well. And I believe that's his Dr. Octopus with Octavius right here that he's talking to on his cell phone. And even there's some like scripture too. You can like read. Try to get the focus, but yeah, this octopus. And the detail in that is amazing. Then up next you get like the Daily Bugle newspaper. Now I think this is cool. And it's actually like a separate piece with like another paper here, like a realistic paper. Another thing too, you can actually read this stuff too. Like this is how it looks up close. Now that really is awesome. It even has like this on the back. Who is the Spider-Man? Nice shot of him swinging. It's like the headlines. You actually can read this stuff. And like I mentioned before, you can like even open it up and read it. Like read the inside too. That is awesome. You can see like the various villains. So I won't be surprised they made figures based on some of these, but so far they only been doing like the Spider-Man ones. As you can see. Yeah, you can fold it up. And this piece right here is actually like separate too. So you can pull it on out. Act like a real paper. So I think that is pretty cool because you can even have Spider-Man like reading the paper like he's holding it. Then up next we have the scorpion tail accessory right here, as you can see. This is kind of interesting. Wonder why they chose to go with this particular design too. Oh, I like how it feels too. It has like this like rubbery feel to it. It feels like rubbery. As you can see, it has like the I forget what you call that, the pincer thing right there too, as well on there. So that's pretty cool. It can fold up and down too as well. It's kind of cool. As you can see, they have a peg for it too. And it does bend, it has like a bend in it. Because what you can do with this, that's why they built the stand like this for Spider-Man right here. You can take this and you can stick it back here like this. Cause I think it just twists this in like this. Let's see if I can I think I'm doing it right, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I got it tight now. So you can have it all like it's attacking him and all that kind of stuff. Which is kind of cool. Now right now I'm noticing that it does have like some weight to it too. As you can see. Like it's like he's about to tilt over because of it. It's like it's the weight of it. As you can see, you can do that stuff like this with it. That's pretty cool. Now for the wall backdrop of this. I hope I can do this. It looks like it's kind of complicated the way you construct this. So let me see if I can do it. Move scorpion's tail right here. So as you can see, you get like these magnet type piece things too, which have like a magnet on it. So I'm gonna leave that there. That's how this looks. And of course, this is the main thing right here itself, like the wall diorama. Now at first I didn't really care for all this, but now that I see it, it looks pretty cool because now we actually have a building to put like Spider-Man on, as you can see. So now I do admit that it looks cool. So this is how it actually looks up close. You have like this broken like glass window, which is like a plastic, as you can see. You got like the air conditioner right there. I think that's kind of cool. And of course you got like the scorpion like graffiti right there too as well. That's awesome. And those are pretty cool now that I heard to see it. It even has like the the socket right there too as well right there. The electric socket. That's pretty cool. You also see like a spider or other like various like graffiti like things on here too. I see the spider looks like Spider-Man too, the spider itself. And of course, you know, this will fold like this too as well, so I'm gonna see if I can assemble it. Now this is where this come into play too, if you wanted it to, because now you can have Spider-Man like outside the wall and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can do this. So I think this will go up here like this. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna see. And another thing I realized too, I believe I did have that in there wrong the whole time. It was supposed to be like this, as you can see. Then you, I think the short one will go in here first. Then you will put like the long one up on top. That's where they were screwed together, as you can see. Then you will put it behind, you know, Spider-Man. I noticed another thing too. It's good to take this on off too as well. 'Cause I think what you'll be doing, you will like assemble this around like Spider-Man, so it'll be like around like this pole that's already up. So I'm gonna try. Now I want to show how you assemble this piece too as well. Now what you would do, you gotta make sure this part is like on the outside, and it's also like a magnet right here too as well that clamps on onto the inside of this roof right here. So let's see if I can do it. Because what you would do is you would take this, because you actually have to have it folded like this already too. Then you would take this right here, and you can see these hinge type things right here. You would take them and slide them into like these right here, like these openings right here that you can see, because you can see that these would even fit in those. And just make sure you have it on the outside. So I'm gonna see if I can get this right. Once you have it assembled, that's how it actually looks. So I think that is pretty cool. I was kind of worried though when I got to the top part, because it's like magnetized. You don't want to break it. So this is how it actually looks. I notice it stays together too. It doesn't open up once you have it like assembled. And this is how this looks too. Once you have it on here, like assembled, and I believe I have it right. Like you have it pressed down there, so that's how it actually looks. But then you can take this this particular stand up here, and you know you can stick it on through here like this, so you can have like Spider-Man like position like on the outside of it. So if you want, I guess you can have them like attached to the wall and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about trying that. Then of course, you know, you can put Scorpion's tail back here like in the back. You can have it like it's busting through the window and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do it. But as you can see, this here is like a demonstration, like the kind of the things that you can do with this wall. There's no question I'll be displaying my Spider-Man like this 2 at a time. That is so awesome. Like he's jumping off the wall. Now one of the things I do notice about this is that it does have like some weight issues with it, what I'm noticing. Like if you have it like off balance, like it can fall over if you're not careful. So you actually do have to kind of properly keep them like posed up in the air like this, you know. Like you see, I'm going like this right now. So I must admit that is truly awesome. And another thing you can do right here is, of course, with the scorpion tail. This is cool how they did this. You can take the scorpion tail. Like I said, it's like you have to be kind of careful, because it's like it has like some weight issues. So we got to be just right with it. But you can take this and bend it. Then you can have like the like you have like it's busting through this window and so on. So I must admit that really is awesome how they did that. So you can have like it just busts through this window right here, if you want. And that's why Spider-Man is like jumping in the air, like trying to escape it. When you look at it like that, that looks awesome. That truly is cool. Yeah, that really is amazing, the diorama display. And you also could turn it around as if you see it from like Scorpion's like point of view. Like it's like Scorpion was inside like the room, and he's like busting his tail out the window to get to Spider-Man, who probably went outside. That is awesome. But like I say, it's like you got to keep it kind of up like this, you know, to fall over. Now what I want to do is compare my Hot Toys classic suit Spider-Man from the video game Marvel Spider-Man with the Spider-Man 2099 figure from Hot Toys. So you can see this is how they look together. Yeah, I was also a fan of this particular version of Spider-Man too, like in the comics. I still have the first issue of Marvel Spider-Man 2099, like when it first debuted. I actually still had that comic book. I remember picking it up when it was first released. My anticipation for it was like so high, you know. But yeah, I'm just comparing these together. Then I also have the Tom Holland Spider-Man 2. Well, you could say Far From Home Spider-Man 2 as well. So these are the three, and this is from Hot Toys too. And you know this is based on Far From Home. So yeah, these are like the three Hot Toys Spider-Man based figures that I have. Awesome too, but of course this is easily one of my best figures that I have now. This classic suit Spider-Man is amazing. And like I say, quite possibly like my figure of the year from like 2022. And one more figure I want to compare him with is the Hot Toys Venom figure. I know these two don't really like go together because this is from like the Venom film, but this has always been like my favorite Spider-Man villain. I'm just giving a comparison, and this is from Hot Toys too. And you can see how much larger Venom is compared to Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is still like a 12-inch, like 6 scale figure, like 12 inches. But look how much huger like the Venom figure is compared to him. Just giving it like an example. But yes, this is another awesome figure too as well. Okay, that's the Hot Toys Marvel Spider-Man Classic Suit 6 scale figure. This is amazing. This is quite possibly part of my figure of the year, of this year, of 2022. I really am impressed with this because Spider-Man is my all-time second favorite comic book superhero. So yeah, I'm definitely excited that I have this. This is easily one of my best figures like in my collection, like far as like all like figures combined, you know. And of course, you know, this is based on the Marvel Spider-Man game on PlayStation 4, which I do have right here. It's also on the PS5 too as well. Very awesome video game too. So I would definitely recommend, especially like if you're a fan of like Spider-Man, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. And especially like the classic suit version is awesome. And I like that they gave us like this wall diorama, which is cool. And I'm kind of curious why they chose like the scorpion thing itself, like the tail itself. I wonder why they chose him as to be like the one that they would have for this wall diorama. But it's cool because you can even like, reverse this wall too. You can have like the inner side as if it's like from Scorpion's point of view from inside. Or you can have Spider-Man inside the wall and the tail is coming through from the outside, like coming in through the building. So I think that's kind of cool how they designed it too. So yeah, he has like a nice amount of accessories, and I know we get like the webs like over and over, but I think that's kind of cool because if you lost like a web or broke it, you know, you can always like just go to like one of your extra set of webs that you do have, because we have so many webs, especially we are collecting these Marvel Spider-Man figures from Hot Toys. You know, you have like so many of those webs. But yeah, I'm definitely impressed with this. I think this is awesome. You know, easy, like I said, quite possibly like my figure of the year. Like, you know, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.